We're back. We're with Buzz Aldrin and Dana Carvey, and let's take a call using this technology called Skype here.
ISIS is tweeting in. ISIS, come in, ISIS.
Scotty in Tennessee, you are on the air. Scotty, do we? Oh.
Hello.
Hello, Scotty. Are you there? Can we see you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, we can't see you. Can we see him? Can we see him?
I got give you a little power, Captain.
We can't hear. We lost him.
Houston, we lost Scotty.
Houston, we have a problem.
That was
Apollo 13. Yeah.
Yeah, but we just about had a couple of situations where we could have been the ones.
Like Apollo 13.
We had a problem.
Yeah. What was
I'll get to that.
The main was the main problem. Was it the ignition circuit breaking off? And let me understand this correctly. You were getting ready to take off.
No.
You're getting ready to go to sleep.
That's right.
You looked down on the ground. You had 2 hours to sleep.
I took dibs on the floor.
Yeah.
So I laid down.
And Neil was pissed.
Put my head on my side, which is the right side. The commander's always on the left side. So I laid down, and there's a certain amount of dust that we tracked in, and along the dust was something that shouldn't have been there. It sure looked like it was a broken circuit breaker. Well, you pull a lot of circuit breakers out. For example, the parachute jettison circuit breaker. You don't want to jettison the parachute
you don't want to land on the moon,
do you?
Yeah,
So you pull the circuit breaker out.
Yeah, that's Batman stuff.
You get ready to land and you push in the circuit breaker. So I looked to see which one was broken. Engine arm.
Right.
Yeah.
So the ability to leave the moon.
We got a problem.
Right. So you had to find a way. You realize now you were not able to take off.
Yeah.
You were essentially stranded on the moon, and you had to find a way to jerry rig.
You're giving me a lot of credit.
Yeah.
That's not due. We were getting ready to go to sleep, and
even though you thought
it was cold.
Not get off you had to.
So we told Mission Control, "You got it. Figure it out.
Right.
We're going to go to sleep."
Yeah.
Wow. That's what my wife says to me when we have some electrical issues.
So afterward they told me they learned more about all those circuits during those 6 hours when we were catching our.
And were you
we woke up and they said, "I'll tell you what, we haven't found an alternate way, so we're going to have to push that circuit breaker in, the broken one, not 5 minutes or whatever it was before liftoff, but maybe 2-3 hours."
Yeah.
So when we got to that point in the checklist, I thought, now let me see, how am I going to, there's electricity behind that circuit. Maybe I shouldn't use my little finger.
Right, yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't use a metal pen. Might short out something. So we had a felt tip pen, so I pushed it in. And then Houston said, we completed the circuit. We're ready to go.
Wow. So literally,
a felt pin saved your life.
If you had made the wrong decision there.
It was my decision.
Well, to use the felt tip pen, right? If you'd you'd stuck your finger in, and the whole thing could have caught on fire.
You know the Dutchman stuck his finger in the dike?
Yes.
I felt like that.
Yeah.
This is not a cable access show. We'll go to that. We'll talk about it. I don't know. Anyway, never mind. Anyway, so Neil, the tentacles are coming around, and he's being pulled into the. No, sorry. I just fixate on. I like science fiction. I know
you like Orson Welles?
Love him. Love him.
Were you?
I was 8 years old. I was 8 years old when the Martians landed in New Jersey.
Oh, wow.
That's where
You heard that? You heard that?
And I went to elementary school.
Wow.
So when you're on the moon, how often do you say to yourself when you're on the moon, "We're on the moon"? We're on the friggin' moon right now. Does that just keep going
Or do you ever
around?
go,
Like,
damn, I wish we were on Venus.
We're on the moon
Who
here.
am I going to say that to?
Just to yourself, just to yourself in your head. You're like,
Neil
whatever.
knows where the hell we are.
You're taking the pictures, and you're the entire time you're in the background. You're just saying, "What are we? We're on the moon right now."
Did you say that to Neil, and you heard him being his face going, "Boring"? You're like, "Neil, we're on the moon, man. Give me a hug, dude." Easy, man. Easy space.
No, when
Yes.
Now, we're descending and
you're
below,
out of fuel practically.
No, almost.
Yeah.
On each of the landing gear pads is a 6-foot probe, and that's going to hit the ground first.
Okay.
And it's going to bend, and it's going to throw a switch, and it's going to turn a light on.
Cool.
It's in front of me. And that was the first word spoken from the moon. Contact light, engine stop, and a few other little things. Okay. So now I reach over and I pat Neil on the shoulder, and we're there.
Right. You had a moment.
He remembers us shaking hands, but I remember patting him on the shoulder for a good job.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know what we did, but no, there wasn't any camera on us.
Were you emotional? Did you have tears in your eyes a little bit? I'd be emotional because of the effort that it took to get there.
Yeah, but in 1 minute and
right, you guys
5 seconds, if there's a leak somewhere,
you didn't have time to be philosophical. Is what you're saying.
When you looked at the Earth for the first time from the moon, what was that? Was that like almost like a religious experience for you?
Well, now, what do you think we'd been looking at for 3.5 days?
Right.
As we drifted out.
But it's boring.
We look at the moon, then we turn around, we look at the Earth.
So when you're in that, you're flying.
So who hasn't looked at the moon and the Earth? I mean, come on.
Wouldn't the Earth have been behind you though? Was there a window in the back, or how did you look back? You sort of looking out the side, or seriously? Was there
a rear view mirror?
Let me get a little technical. Okay. Sure. There's an ecliptic plane, which is the orbit of the Earth around the sun. That's a plane.
Yeah.
And there's an Earth-Moon plane, which is pretty close. So if we redo the charts, instead of, for every mission there'll be star charts I'm talking about. If we redo the charts as I asked them to do, where the straight line is not the equator, as most charts are, but it is the plane that we're traveling in, which is pretty close to the ecliptic, so let's recompute the position of all the stars and put them on this star chart that's black, not white. So black is suppressing information. A white star is illuminating information.
Yeah, I'm getting very confused now.
What was your computer?
That's why your car instruments are black with white numbers on them. It didn't used to be that way.
Okay, we're going to take a commercial break. We want to talk about Mars too. We need to talk about Mars and what's going to happen in the future of the U.S. space program. We'll be back with Buzz Aldrin. Stick around. Dana Carvey is here.